3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Three down. Watch the safety creep. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 24, check 24. Switch.
First down, Bridgewater. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2 yards. It's third down and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
14,
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a third straight All-Pro season.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater got his man, Robbie Anderson. 22 yards there, a first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. That's it. Zip it. Get him. You got him.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run with McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 44, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Brilliant. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Magic. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 57. 57. Here we go. 57.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come.
This time Wilson will throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Wilson's pass complete to
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
and it's 3rd down.
Check 52's the mark. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the
At the 46-yard line.
Right there, 54 miles. 3 buns.
play action. It's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Stop your body.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
I know you felt that one.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the slap. Watch the single.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Hey, they're running.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The tight end Seth DeValve, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Get the flag. Exit. Exit. Go. Take it. Take it. Mike's 57. 57. Go. Coming to you. Coming to you. Trump. Trump.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. He lets it fly. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Bridgewater again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Stephen Weatherly. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tahir Whitehead. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's crashing. He's checking.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Now that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Seth DeValve, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guy. You work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, 0-0-0. Watch twins.
They run it with Carson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Seth DeValve, and that'll make it 3rd down.
What we got?
Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that.